Alright, I think that's good enough. So what's up guys? As you know, it's your boy LEEMAN-X, and I'm making this video actually for some friends of mine that are trying to join SWTOR. They want to play. So this is mainly aimed at them. This is not a video where I'm trying to be like super professional or anything like that. I might ramble, but anyway, so you guys, I wanted to make a video to help you guys understand the game better and all the things that the game has. So the first thing I'll show you is you can customize your UI in the settings. If you push escape, go to preferences, oops, the right one, go to interface editor, there you go. All these things I've customized, like put my bars over here because I click when I play. I made all this down here. I'm just been playing for so long a certain way that I'm used to it. I remember when I was brand new, I couldn't see when to interrupt people. When certain enemies are casting moves, people are like, why don't you interrupt them? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't see what the hell you're talking about. Finally, someone showed me, and they're like, yeah, you can't see, you're gonna have to go in your interface editor and make it bigger. So, I put the enemies right here. I could see that when they cast, you can set how big things are. You can, let's see, like the scale of it. Oops. Well, there you go. I made the whole screen that big, which is not what I wanted to do. You get it. You can make the whole screen bigger, or you can just click on, like, let's say this right here, and there you go. Here it is. You see that? You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. So yeah, it's definitely like a game within the game. I'll let you guys toy with it on your own, but at least you know it's there. So next we'll get to PvP. What you want to do, so they have regular ground PvP, and then they have this like Galactic Starfighter PvP, which I really like. A lot of people don't like it. It's not as popular as the regular PvP, but I like it. It just takes time to get used to it. You queue for it right here. Right click on that, or you can left click too actually. Right or left click. If you left click, it gives you this screen. This will queue you up for unranked. When you hit 80, which is the top level, then you can do the ranked matches. And this is how you do Starfighter, and then the group challenges. That's how you queue, and when you group with people, you'll queue together, and you can, wait for the queue to pop. So, so let's get into the items and how you decide what gear you're gonna wear. So first of all, before I even get into that, there's 3 types of banks. This is a legacy bank. So as you create more characters, there's gear that you can pass down to other characters. If you like, a certain set of gear, and all your legacy gear is stored in this orange, yellow, whatever this is, bay. And so like I have, let's see, like I even have set gear because I make so many alts. I have set gear for if you're a DPS, for a level starting at 18, and I just pop this on them until they hit level 28, and I just pop this on them, and so on and so forth. And I have tank gear also, and it makes the game a lot easier than having to respec every time. And it's just cool that you can do that. You can have up to 7 bays. I'm hoping I'm wrong and they've added more since. And then I have, so you can just see a bunch of like weapons, speeders, all that type of stuff. Again, only certain items can do that, and it tells you bind, or it says, did it say like legacy something on it? Hey guys, I want to just pause the video a little bit right here and clear up something as I'm re-editing this video. So basically anything that says it's legacy gear can be passed down to any future characters. You can also pass down regular gear too and put it in your cargo hold if you have not worn it yet. And because once you wear it, then it becomes bound to you, and then you can't put it into your legacy cargo hold because it's bound to that character. So I hope that makes sense. So just to reiterate, any piece of legacy gear can be passed down even if you have worn it on your character, because it's meant to be passed down. And so one way to obtain this type of armor, or legacy armor, there actually is vendors on, I think one is on Corellia for the Republic side, and the other one is on Drum and Koss for the Imperial side. There's vendors that have legacy armor you can purchase, and then you can take full advantage by, like I was saying, you can put gear for a certain level in there, in each item, and basically have, and then store it after you're not that level anymore, put it away and save it for the next character you make that needs it at that level. And it's a really easy way to take full advantage if you're an altaholic like myself and many other players. It really saves you a lot of time of having to gear up the next person you make. Also, the other way to obtain legacy armor and weapons is the game has events all the time, like a Rakghoul event and some event. Oh my god, I can't think of the name of the planet. But anyways, all planets have some sort of event that goes on for like 1 week in a special area, and you basically do activities where they give you some type of currency that you can save up and go to a vendor that's made just for that event and buy weapons and legacy gear to pass down. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's like really cool to me. It really lets you, makes things easier as you progress. Of course, when you're new and starting, you're gonna have to get all this, but I have like just speeders I just give to the next person I make, and even crafting stuff. No matter who I'm on, they can utilize these crafting items that I have saved in my legacy as you're crafting, and they don't, if I remember right, they don't even have to be in your personal inventory, which is this. So this is each player's personal inventory that only that player can use. Anyways, and this last is purple. If you're in a guild, this is the guild bank, and you can go in the guild and look at stuff. I'm gonna actually put a lot of crafting items and stuff for newer players like you guys and put it in here for you guys. But so you get it. So this is your personal, guild, and your legacy. Alright, what's next? Every week they have this thing called Invasion, and basically just for playing the game, PvPing, doing PvE, any activity you're doing, it counts towards the guild having like a score. And since this is like a newer guild, yeah, we're like only level 2. But I'm trying to, there we go. So like, you have a small, you can choose from 3 different planets: small yield, medium yield, and large yield. And what that means is what they give you as a reward is more, but of course it's harder to obtain. So basically just for playing the game, as the leader I choose which one of these I want us to do for the week, and then it'll tally up a score, and if you at least hit like the minimum, we'll at least all get these items in one of these or whatever. So that's how that works. The Cartel Market, now this is big. So the Cartel Market can be accessed with this big ass $sign right here. And oh my god, I can't believe my break is over already. Anyways, Cartel Market could be accessed through this. So you get these coins, these cartel coins for being a sub every month. I think it's like 600 or 500 or something like that, and you can pay money obviously, and there's all these like cosmetic things you can get, and so I'll show you like the featured blah blah blah, but you get the idea. This is how much each item costs. It's broken down into categories: armor, dyes to change the color of your armor, mounts, all that. And then once you have things, it's these are it's also here at basically too. So yeah, if it's darkened, that means you don't have it. If it's highlighted, that means you had it or you've unlocked it on somebody. And then you can also unlock certain items so that all your characters can have that item no matter whenever they want them, which costs extra cartel coins. And you'll know that by this symbol right here. It says that all characters in your account can retrieve copies of this item. So that's really cool. So I don't know. I think the Cartel Market is pretty dope, and they even have emotes. I mean, you can see everything. They have emotes and mounts, weapons, armor, all that good stuff. So each faction, Imperial and Republic side, has this fleet that you get to after you finish the first starting planet. It's kind of like the meetup place for everybody to do what they gotta do and grab quests and queue up and group up for flashpoints. Anyway, so as you can see, this is the fleet. This area right here is everything to do with strongholds. This is like mainly things that have to do with PvP, and this is where you can put mods and things of that nature in your gear. I'll talk about that in another video. And this is the Galactic trade market, where you can go on the terminal and trade and buy stuff from other players. So for this, we're going to go to the stronghold section. This is where you can kind of buy your own house. So if you go here, I'll show you the map just so you know. Right here again, there's all these different strongholds you can buy for yourself. Anyway, so this is the Alderaan Stronghold. This is the Yavin Stronghold. They're huge actually. It's like a mini. I don't even know what to call it. It's more than just a house. You have your own little like area of a forest or some shit. And anyways, Tatooine, Rishi. So come here, and there's vendors too to buy like decorations and stuff for your homes. And these vendors here like give you the basics as well. Oh, you definitely want to visit this guy. He'll give you some starter up items as well. So like every other MMO, they have like dailies and weeklies that you can do. So if I remember right, this is where you go for your daily or weekly. Oh, this is for PvP. Okay, well now you know. For PvP weeklies and dailies, you go here. Let's see if we can find the ones with flashpoints. Okay, so that's something I need to get into. There's ops or operations, which are like big, long dungeon stories of multiple fights, and then they have like mini versions of those. If I remember, I call it flashpoints, which are nowhere near as long. They'll probably be done in like 20 minutes, and up to 4 people can join. And with the operations, I believe it's 8 people can join for the operations, and they're like big old actual their own little stories. And for all that, I don't get into that. That shit gets to be a headache to me, and those things last for hours and hours, and just sitting around. Anyways, you guys have played MMO before, I don't have to tell you, but it's not really my cup of tea, but I'm definitely down to do some of the more beginner ones together. I think it would be a lot of fun to do the beginner ones, but I definitely, the harder ones, no thanks. It's cracking, guys. I just want to make this and show you about just like some little things with the chat tab. It'll be real quick. So before I get into that, one little thing that makes a difference is your little mini map here on the right hand side. Okay, even before I get into that, so you can have pre-saved interfaces. So like you see I have all these different interfaces, but all I really use is this one right here, the LEEMAN-X YouTube 2 one, and then it changes everything. And I made all this bigger, the map a little bit bigger. So this little mini map right here, you can make it zoom out more so you can see better. You have a chat settings, like a general chat and all that, and you can mess with these settings. Slow down. So right click, chat settings, and you'll see all these. So I take all this off. I don't care about trade, that, emotes, all that stuff. I just care about having general chat. Say I don't care about that. Whisper, I definitely care about all that. And then I take even all of this, like combat information. You see all this? It's like all this unnecessary. Well, to me it is unnecessary. So I take all that off. I don't need to see combat or system feedback. All I care about is actual chat. And then I actually changed my colors. So you just click on right there, and this little color wheel or whatever will come up, and I changed my colors to set colors I already basically do every single time. I always make my whispers pink, yellow chat with a lot of yellowish brown, chat I make it blue, but you get the deal. You can make it whatever you want, and it just really makes a difference if you ask me. And then like for guild, I usually turn this one so you can edit the name of it. So I'll just put guild, and you can even add other chats. So there, I accidentally created a new chat, but you get the deal. So I always want to be able to see. Sometimes you get into really like deep conversations in guild. You don't care about whatever's going on in general chat. So right there, guild chat is on. I'll like take off all this and basically just leave whispers, guild, and group in case I'm grouped with some people and need to see what they are saying. And I turn off everything else. So anyways, just wanted to show you that. It's really helpful. It's probably right this minute not something you're worried about since you're trying to learn the game and wrap your head around everything, but definitely want to show you that. Alright, so here's a quick look at the PvP in game. There's two types of ground PvP. There's 8 versus 8, which is very rare nowadays. I'm guessing it's because they don't have enough people queuing or something for PvP. And then they have 4v4s. Obviously the 4v4 PvP is much smaller scale. This example right here is an 8 versus 8, but just wanted to just get a quick look at it. It's all the typical PvP, capture the flag type stuff, hold 3 points type stuff, and hold off the other team. And then we have here the space PvP, which is actually one of my favorites. It's like a little, like its own little cult following. There's a lot of people that hate it, and then there's a large group of people that love it. And I'm one of those that love it. I definitely queue for both. And here's a nice little look at that. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys all these little things. I hope it helps you guys. And obviously, if you have any questions, hit me up. If you're also down to group up and do some content together. And I'll check you guys later. Peace. Ran into the wall. I'll give myself an assist for that. Get myself a kill. Got 2 people to run in the wall. So